Hi, so for today I will be discussing a leader that I look up to, and her name is Fiona Scully. She is a supervisor and a store manager at Under Armour. Well, she now works in Adidas. She did retail for quite a while. She graduated from City College in New York City, and she's been a retail supervisor and manager for about 18 years now, and she's pretty fairly young. Her background is Jamaican. We both have a couple similarities in terms of being from the islands. I'm from Ghana and she's from Jamaica, and she also has a background from the UK. A few concept that we spoke about during my interview with her was that she had pinpointed the concept of being a profound leader. A leader is essentially an individual that others look up to them, regardless of the situation can overcome. Such as an individual who is a leader, they can be looking up to as a person where a tornado may happen, and they all look up to that person for an advice. And that is one thing I took from her as well. That was one of the big takeaways. Another big takeaway that I got from Fiona Scully about being a leader is the idea that they are open minded and they don't criticize others for their actions. They also seek others for help and also see them as team leaders. Team leaders, whereas, when they do individuals in terms of certain tasks within the environment of the workforce, they don't only entitle themselves to do it, but they also see themselves doing it as well. Because the leaders are also friends and also associations within the work environment. They don't always want to be seen as the boss, quote unquote. Another conversation that I had with Fiona was that I was able to get an understanding of what made her become a well-known leader as she is today for the many years that she's been in retail, along with being able to associate herself with different customers from different nationalities. I was able to get an idea that she was very open-minded. Open-minded plays a tremendous role as being a leader. And as a student, as myself, and I am also, I just recently been promoted to be a manager at Adidas, located lower in Manhattan, and I also gotten tied with her as well because I was able to learn a lot from her as becoming a leader, shadowing her from left and right, and also taking the responsibilities of a manager along with other 6 managers within the store. That also comes with a lot of risk in terms of potentially money and also the company's reputation. As time goes by, I was able to tie it with some of the readings that I read from the course, especially with Collins. Collins mentioned a few points in terms of being different parts of being a leader. A few of those leaderships can be entitled with being a rigorous leader and also being a leader that are ruthless. And ruthless leaders are individuals that don't really have the mindset of they're careless about or really don't care about others' emotions or not. And also the other leader was being entwined with being in terms of being hopeful and being charismatic within an environment. And I took that highly into consideration because when you practice both leadership skills and within the environment, one may play a role within that individual, but it won't always last because every individual is different in terms of their leadership skills. And that also in time with what Fiona said as well, because when I mentioned the idea of being a ruthless leader, many other individuals may seem to take that into the wrong perspective. Although being a ruthless leader has its benefits, it also has its flaws. So with that kind of conversation I had with Fiona, she was able to elaborate a lot on ideas of being a ruthless individual.